Right, welcome back. This is video 13 of 15. Okay, now as I've gone through the series, I've got sped things up a little bit faster. Okay, so in this case now I'm going to do it a little bit different again. For anyone who's new to the videos, if you haven't already done so, go back to the basic training video. Okay, that explains the 4 steps that I've got in my trade plan in order to look for a setup, and then from there, then you have got the previous 12 videos from this video here, which is going to go through the replay feature, explaining the setup so you can see how it plays out as it's setting up. Right, so in this case then I just want to point your attention to this point here. Okay, so we're above an old high, okay, and we've had these equal highs here. So let me just have a look. So we've got these equal highs here, okay, and we're above an old high right here. Okay, so we've gone above this high here, we've got these equal highs here, we've had a run through there, and we've had a rejection. Alright, so the last point before the run up was this down swing low here. Okay, so that's the point of interest right there. Okay, we'd be looking for a pullback into that point in order to take a position. Now, if you're looking for targets, like I always talk about, you're going to be looking to target equal highs, equal lows. Alright, so in this case here, it's a small run up, taking the liquidity above here, and we're above here. And if you look down here, you've got a set of equal lows right there. Okay, so they're relatively clean. There will be stops below there. Okay, so that would be one area of interest that I'd be looking to target. Right, so I'll play this a little bit, then I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to talk about the entry points. Okay, so right there, then you've got the the entry point we'll be looking at. Okay, so this is the swing low point. I'd be looking for a retest of the bodies of that down candle right there. Okay, so if I zoom in a little bit more, so this was the swing low that was broken right here. Okay, then we were looking for this down candle here that caused the move up. We're looking for a retest of the body of that candle. Okay, so if I just remove this bit of the drawing and this here and this here, okay, then I'm going to draw a box around that body. Okay, and that would be where we'd be looking to take a position. Okay, so that down candle caused the move up to take out these highs. Then we broke through structure. That was the swing low that broke, and then the area of interest would be based on that down candle right there. Okay, so once price comes back up into this point here, you'll be looking to take a position. Okay, so you take a position there. In this case, you'd have to have the stop above the high, right? So I'd be looking for stop loss above here, and then I'd be looking to target these lows down here. Okay, so if you're one of these people that have just come to this video series now on this video, you haven't seen the previous ones, and you're saying, oh, I'm just cherry picking this setup, go back to my other videos, and I have shown a couple of instances where I've taken trades, took screenshots, or even recorded the trade as it's still running. Alright, so just to show that I am taking this setup. Right, so it's not although it is cherry picked in terms of on the replay feature, when you're looking for a setup, you also need to make sure you're cherry picking your setup. You don't want to be taking a trade that isn't clear. Okay, so you need to make sure your setups are clean and obvious. You know, like when this pattern plays out in real time, when I'm looking for a trade, it stands out because you know you've had a run up and then a fast rejection. So the fast rejection is what really draws my eye to it. And then if I look at that rejection there and I say, right, well, did price run some highs? Yes, it did. Okay, so you literally got question 1, have we got equal highs? Question 2, have they been ran through? Question 3, is price rejected? And question 4, have we had a break in structure? Well, all 4 of those questions match here. Okay, so once you get that, if you've got a clean area for a potential target, that's what you want to be aiming for. All right, so there's going to be more videos coming out after this series about directional biases. I'm going to talk about currency strength correlations between the majors and the crosses, you know, and where to anticipate the setups. Okay, but these setups, if you're looking above an old high or below an old low, you're likely going to get a setup there. Okay, so especially if you're on a higher time frame again. Right, so anyway, this is this chart. I'm going to play the rest of it now. Okay, so see how many times it came back up to retest that point. Okay, so you had 3 opportunities there to get in. You don't always get 3 opportunities. Okay, and look how fast it then accelerates away. Okay, so don't forget all along we're looking to target this level down here, alright? And there it is. Okay, so that would have been target hit there. Okay, so it's not about holding and holding for days and weeks and months for thousands and thousands of pips per trade and trying to get, you know, I spoke in one of my earlier videos, like your win rate is important, like your strike rate on your wins against your losses. But another one thing you need to focus on is the risk to reward. Okay, so like in this instance, if you took a short position based on that retest down, you had stop loss above here, okay, and then you took this position down here to take out the stops below the lows. Okay, so you got a 5.34 to 1 there. Okay, so whatever you're willing to risk, you're going to get 5.34 times that in profit. Okay, so if you're looking to risk I don't know, $10, you're going to be looking at $53.40 profit target. Okay, so your risk to reward is quite important per trade, right? Because then if you've got a low strike rate on your entries, you could lose 2 positions, you could lose 2 trades and take a third one, and that 1/3 position would then cancel out the 2 losses you had and make you profit. Okay, so that's what's important with this. All right, so a little bit different with this video, how I've put this one together. I'm trying to make them as quick as possible, get them out now. You know, we're coming to the end of the series that I've, you know, and all I wanted to do with this series really was to make you all aware of a potential setup that you could take. Okay, so like I say, it's not gonna, these videos aren't the entire bigger picture. Okay, you can look at higher time frames for directional bias, and if you get in this setup in the directional bias with a higher time frame, you can do 30 to 1, 40 to 1 risk to reward trades, right? So you can get some quite big RRs on your entries, right? But this here, these series really, I wanted to do them to give you a starting point. Okay, so if you're new to trading, or if you've been trading for a while and you can't seem to grasp it, this gives you something to focus on as a starting point. Okay, so it gives you an area where you can go, right, okay, so this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for equal highs or equal lows, looking for a run on the stops, looking for rejection, and then looking for a break of structure. Okay, once you get them, that gives you your entry point. Okay, and on these later videos I have talked about potential targets. Okay, like I said, I'm going to do a series on target identification later on, but it gives you a way to start practicing. Okay, so if you're looking at 10 different methods, you know, like support resistance, different Fibonacci trading, channel trading, supply and demand, and you're going into like things like using RSIs, stochastics, TDIs, EMAs, you know, all them different indicators. You don't need the indicators, right? Just get rid of them off your chart. They're not going to help you in any way, all right? For me personally, in the early days of trying to trade, I had RSI, stochastic, EMAs, and it just made my trading really, really messy. Okay, and I had a few friends that also had a lot of indicators on their charts. But as I got into this style of trading and understanding this setup, I got rid of all my indicators, and then my friends have slowly transitioned into the same setup, right? So they're looking for the exact same setup that I take. They don't use indicators anymore, and they're still looking for the same targets, right? And in some cases, I've taken a trade, talked to my friend about the trade setup, and he's taken the exact same trade roughly at the exact same price. All right, so it goes to show that it does work. So that is it for this video. I will see you in the next one.